Well, we keep getting rain and the wheat continues to grow. So Tom, it's been a couple months since we've spoken with you, and back then, there wasn't a lot going on in regards to insect pressure because, well, we didn't really have any wheat up.
Exactly.
But now that we do, are you hearing anything?
I haven't heard a lot about what's going on in wheat because it's come up so late. So that kind of delays some of the insects that we would normally expect to see this fall. But I got an interesting call the other day from some farmers up in Kay County that were seeing winter grain mites, and they took some videos of it, and they were like thousands of them crawling around and wanted to know what to do about it. So that's a challenge because we don't have a lot of we don't have to treat for them too often, and we don't have a lot of insecticide products that are registered to control them. So I'm maybe hoping to get up there and put out a quick test to see what products would work. But other than that, it's been really quiet.
That might not be a problem, but if it does continue to be an issue, how do producers scout for grain mites?
That's the other challenge, is because on a bright sunny day like this, they want to be as far down even under the soil, but at the crown level. They hate the sunlight. They come out at night or they come out on a cloudy day. So it's hard to scout for them. We don't really have any thresholds that we can give anybody. Basically, our thresholds is if you see a lot of mites and it's showing evidence of damage, it's time to control them.
So, in regards to just drought in general, how does drought impact, insect pressure going forward? Even though if we do get some rain, but if the drought, extended out, but the wheat is able to come up, what's the insect pressure usually like?
Well, the drought has an impact on the wheat because, if it's dry, the wheat is stressed. And a lot of times, like an insect like green bug can even cause worse problems for the wheat when it's under drought stress, or even bird cherry aphid, things like that, just because they're already under stress and then they have that additional stress from an insect. But and then last spring, when the wheat was under drought stress, that's when we saw an outbreak of another mite called the brown wheat mite that was really causing some issues last spring. So drought causes all kinds of issues that we don't typically see all the time.
So in regards to continuing to scout, so what are some ways of scouting methods that producers can take?
Well, it's pretty simple. You just have to get out and be looking, see if there's evidence of insects. We do have a smartphone application for green bugs that we can use. It's called Glance and Go. I've talked about it before, I know, but it works pretty well for green bugs. But for some of the other insects, you just have to be out. If you start noticing that maybe the stand is suffering, you're seeing some evidence of feeding activity from army cutworms or something like that, just need to be out there looking ahead of time so that you can take care of the problem before it becomes a serious problem.
And finally, you actually have some big news and sad news for us at Sunup, but you're retiring.
I am. I figured 26 years. I've enjoyed working at Oklahoma State. I love living in Oklahoma. I'm going to continue to live here. I love living here, and I have loved working for Oklahoma State for the last 26 years. It's been a pleasure for me. Raised my kids here and everything. So I'm just going to retire. I want to see my grandkids and just do some other things now. And it's going to be sad for me too, but I think it's just time.
Well, for everybody here at Sunup and all of Extension, we just want to thank you for your years of service.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate it, and I've enjoyed working with Sunup for a long time, ever since I got here. So it's gone through some evolutions over the years, but I think it's been a good service for the producers of Oklahoma.
All right, thanks. Finally, Tom Royer, Extension entomologist here at Oklahoma State University.